Hello again, this is Bourgeois Chef here, and today I'm not going to be cooking, I'm actually going to be building, and what I'm going to be building is a Dancook kitchen frame with the intention of creating my own sink area on this particular occasion. And then later I'm going to show you how the sink area fits with the barbecue area and makes a lovely sort of L shape. The beauty of this is that when you're cooking chicken or pork or anything else, or just wanting to freshen up some vegetables, you've got the sink on hand, so you don't have to keep popping back into your kitchen in the house to wash up. So it's hygienic, it's convenient, and it's also pretty awesome. I'll show you how. So here's my Dancook kitchen frame, which I'm going to be building. It's all laid out here with my kitchen sink area items as well, but let's just focus to start with. Oh, look at my shadow, that's terrible. So we basically got all the metal struts here, which are all stainless steel. The hardest part, or the longest part, not difficult at all, but the metal parts are all coated with a plastic protective surface which needs to be peeled off, and that's the biggest time consuming thing. On the good side here, all the nuts and bolts are all of exactly the same size. Comes with an Allen key. That is the only tool you need to build this. As you can see from the illustration here of the frame, you can see there's 4 openings, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and you can select what you want to go in them. So as I said, today I'm going to be using my frame for a sink area, but you can equally use it for cooking, where you can slot in modules in effect of either a Dancook sink, or actually it's only exclusively available from the GreatestOutdoor.com, by the way, with all its component parts, which I'll show you in a second. Or you can put in the Dancook kettle, and then all of the other areas can be filled with either wood tables or stainless steel, and the choice is yours. But let me show you the selection I've chosen today. So exclusively with the GreatestOutdoor.com, you can order a stainless steel sink, and very smart it is too, along with the trap, which comes to fit underneath as such. It comes with all the piping and a very fine mixer tap as well. So it really does look the part. Then currently, again exclusively to the GreatestOutdoor.com, there's a granite work surface where the sink drops into, and the tap, as you can see in the small hole. Then you can buy a choice of different modular tables. This one here is a lovely hardwood, and underneath I was going to put these stainless steel areas for storage. So I'm going to get to work now. I'm going to put this on a time lapse rather than bore you for the next half hour while I put this Dancook frame together. So there we have the kitchen frame from Dancook. It took me, oh I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and that was being careful. There you go, nice and easy, all the same bolts throughout the whole construction. This is the Dancook stainless steel table. Now that can either go on the top we can go down the bottom, but because we're putting together in effect Dancook sink table, then these are going to go down to the bottom for storage. Now there's a little corner here which has got a radius on it, and that always goes against the leg side, and there's two of them, so that goes in there. Nice and simple. So I'm next putting in a Dancook wood table, which is a hardwood surface, lasts for ages, exactly like below. It's got two radius edges which fit up against where the legs go, and this can go in either configuration depending on where you want to run the hose to your house. Okay. Next, the granite surface for housing your sink. That's quite heavy. As you'd expect from solid granite, I guess. There we go. The appliances. So in with the sink, with the waste system already in place. There, how easy is that? And the double mixer. Yes, hot and cold water outside. Through the little hole. I just need to screw that on underneath. A little more detail underneath. What we need to do is to make sure that the taps don't wobble around. So we're just going to put the rubber sealing ring up here and thread these two pipes through the brass nut, and these, with a bit of persuasion, to squeeze through. Okay, so that goes up to the top. From the GreatestOutdoor.com, all the plumbing comes complete. So, like this waste pipe here, it's already made to measure. All we need to do is slot that into place. Decide which way you want the water to run. You can position that where you want it to go. Also, you can go on the left or the right, depending on where your water source is coming from. For me, it should be around there. Hot and cold running water. When you're doing this, think about the pipes. Just aesthetically, it's nice to sort of hide them away. So if you just tuck them away while you're doing this, they'll stay up there at the top. So these can go on here, hot and cold water. Or if you simply just wanted to run a hose, possibly even abandon the idea of the hot water, then you can fit a standard hose lock type fitting. For me, I'm going to go for this option. Couple of ties around here just to smarten things up, and it's done. So I'll show you the options I had when I was going to plumb in my Dancook kitchen. Well, typical example is either a kitchen or utility sink inside, and somebody's popped in an outside tap, and I dare say that you may very well have put your own one in because they're really quite simple. You don't really need a plumber to do it, but it's always a good idea. Now, obviously that's a cold tap, and I could have just as easily run an extra one from the hot tap source. So that's really quite a very straightforward and easy way to do it. So hot and cold running water directly to your Dancook, either by hose, standard kind of hose like this, or we can use you know, more like the dishwasher washing machine type of hose, which I'm going to use myself. The other alternative is to more discreetly, as I've done here, put in hot and cold tap, your plastic type, which you'll see at any sort of plumbing shop, and as you'll see here, that's my hot water and my cold water all ready to go. There's my Dancook sink plugged in, running down discreetly to my taps, and the waste flow going off then to the drain. So here's the effect. You really can't see very much of the plumbing at all, and it's all very discreet. And the beauty of it, as I say, if you're cooking chicken or pork, or just freshening up some vegetables, what better than your own outdoor sink? So a sink is no good without having a barbecue. So here we have one I put together earlier, another frame ready to go. I'm just going to populate that now with my Dancook kettle and some extra work surface, including a granite top. So let's go straight in with the business end. So let's get our kitchen barbecue area sorted out. So I'm going to be standing around with you here. So I've got my sink to my right, where you are. I can have a barbecue here. I can have it here. Now me, I think I'm going to have it here, because if I have it here, then I can prep in this area here. I can do my washing up here. I've got my draining board here, and an extra prep area as well if I want it. So, unique Dancook kettle, which is exactly the same as the kettles that go into other Dancook barbecues, in that it's got this unique dust collector here, ash collector, which is so easy to empty and dispose of after you've been cooking. It also has got this fantastic heating system where the air comes up from underneath, comes up around the side, preheats in through the holes here, and then down into the charcoal area. So the air is preheated, which makes it a lot more efficient, which means that you use less charcoal and cook more quickly. I'll get the other bits. Okay, now these are really heavy. They're really heavy because they're very good quality and very, very thick, which means they last a lot longer than some of the other barbecues I shouldn't really mention. It also means that, especially when cooking fish, it doesn't stick so readily to the surface because it's got a wider surface to lay upon. So it's a flatter surface in effect. That goes in there. Looks beautiful. And the lid, which is a bit dusty, look at that wipe in a minute, with a thermometer and heat regulator. So I'll position that around there ready for when I'm cooking. Now I'll get my tables. Another heavy piece of granite. Oops, get that around the right way. Always probably best to get help with this rather than do your back in. My helpers have gone shopping. So there's my lovely prep surface. My storage areas for underneath. One, two, and that, as they say, is a wrap. So let's see what we've done here. So, out with the cooking, prep on the prep surface, put the products, food and everything underneath, wash things up, wash my hands nice and clean. There we have a drainage area, beautiful set of taps, and we've got waste and hot and cold running water. Now I think that is an outdoor kitchen.